Welcome back. I've got Rachel with me. Yay! And in today's video, we're going to be doing a reaction to a Buzzfeed video. Sarah Rose, she messaged on one of the videos and she was like, can you do a reaction to Buzzfeed's controversial past Disney face character video? And I have not seen this video, and I've got my phone with me. I'm actually going to watch it right here with you. Rachel has seen it. Rachel, do you want to say anything?
Yes, I actually have seen this. Jennifer, she asked me, or said, would you like to do a video about this? Someone asked if we could give our responses. So I did actually watch it. I had opinions very quickly, so I'm actually curious though to see if Jennifer has the same reactions and feelings and thoughts that I did. So it's kind of cool that she hasn't watched it and I have watched it. But first, if it's okay, Jennifer, I just wanted to share some really exciting news with your viewers and your followers. I have been waiting patiently. I have never been tagged more in a post than when they announced that they were going to be changing the Wilderness Lodge Artist Point dining into a Snow White dining experience. So everyone was so excited to tell me about it, and I could not wait to go. So I was just they kept saying, I think it was like sometime in winter, but they didn't announce a date. Well, they did release the date, so it's going to be starting December 16th of this year. And I already have reservations. I'm going to be there for the opening week. So I will be back in Orlando, so I will get to see Jennifer. I'm so excited for that. I can't wait. I hope Jennifer will offer me the space to share with you guys what I think about the new dining experience and hopefully share some pictures, or if I get to take a video. So I can't wait for that, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I also wanted to ask, so I'm going to be staying at Disney's Boardwalk. My little sister and I stayed there last time, and we had such a wonderful time. So I'm going to be staying there with her half the time. And then I was thinking about, I haven't decided yet where I'm going to stay the rest of the time there. And I was kind of thinking, dare I say, off property. I love Gaylord Palms, so I was thinking about staying there. But then I thought, I have not been to Disney around the Christmas season in so long, and the resorts are just so beautiful at that time. I'm like, I have to stay at another Disney resort. So I'm curious to know, what is your favorite Disney resort during the holiday season? And maybe give me some ideas on where you think I should stay. Because I feel like I have to now because it's Christmas. But anyways.
I love Wilderness Lodge.
I cannot believe you said that, Jennifer, because I love Wilderness Lodge. And obviously that's where the Snow White dining is. So when I was planning it with my sister, I said, well, we're obviously just going to stay at Wilderness Lodge, right? And she's like, oh yeah, that'll be great. And I don't know if it's just the rooms that were available, but for us, it would be like one bed and then the bunk beds. And I don't mind the bunk beds, because especially if you have kids, and it kind of gives it a more like sleepover like feel. And that was okay. But for two adults, I was like, I cannot make you sleep in a bunk bed.
Got it.
I just wasn't having it. I was like, I can't have me stay in a comfortable bed and you're on this like top bunk. So we're like, you know what, let's stay at the Boardwalk. But so I do like the Wilderness Lodge, but
Boardwalk, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm just
think of where else I should stay that's decorated beautifully for Christmas. But
all right, we're gonna jump into this Buzzfeed
video.
We're
gonna jump
in. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm hitting. It's called Disney Princesses Reveal Secrets About Disney.
If all the princesses had Twitter, they would hashtag me too.
Oh, goodness. Goodness is something Snow White says. She would say like, oh, goodness me. I haven't done that in like 3 years.
Here are some things you might not know about the Disney theme parks.
I worked at the main entrance of Disney Hollywood Studios. That was my job, was basically just being like smiling, creepy security that just like suggests people should leave.
I worked in entertainment at Disney, so I did a lot of different roles. I got to be friends with Cinderella and Rapunzel.
I was best friends with Princess Tiana.
So friends with is the term used when you play this character. So I was Snow White.
When you're at Disney, there's only one Cinderella. Mickey Mouse runs it.
You're not allowed to say, I play Snow White or I am Snow White. They didn't want anyone to know who I was. And you couldn't post photos of, this is me as Snow White. It was, this is my friend Snow White.
What advice would I give someone going to Disney?
The best time I would say to go to Disney is any time other than the summer.
Summer sucks ass.
It's brutally hot. All the kids are there on vacation.
There's just like waves of hot humanity coming in during the summer. So the best time to go, I think, is in October. Most of the time when I was working there, I didn't see people for like whole half-hour stretches.
October in the daytime, it's actually pretty decent. The best time to go is immediately after the holidays are over.
After Christmas and before Valentine's Day, because the weather is absolutely amazing.
It should be perfect, peachy keen. That's what Princess Tiana would say.
Early afternoon and the evening is the best time because everyone's at lunch, babies and stuff like that are taking naps back at the hotel. Right in the middle there's like a sweet spot where you can just go to everything. So just like bring a bunch of snacks or something and then hit up, Splash Mountain while all the kids are asleep.
What are secret places only the cast knows about? Definitely the tunnels.
Disney's very good at hiding things.
We have tunnels through every park except for Animal Kingdom.
The other term for it is called the Utilidor.
The biggest underground you will ever see in all the Disneys.
Magic Kingdom is actually on the second story because it floods so much in Florida. And then there's the tunnels underground.
It's just like dark and creepy. Creatures that are like half in costume but half not.
You have your giant dress.
Pause. He called them creatures. Are half in costume, half or not, or like half not. By the way, so far, I feel like this is a lot of stuff that we've talked about. But like Buzzfeed with their platform, they're like making it bigger.
Right, I agree. I feel like the name Buzzfeed, obviously they're not like a Disney channel, so I think that a lot of people who are subscribed to them, they might not know all this Disney information, but for people who love Disney, I feel like there's nothing being said that we don't already know about. I don't think that the tunnels are a secret. I think that saying that you're friends with a princess, like she didn't really crack a code. I feel like a lot of people know what that means now. So up until, and like, summers are busy, hey, so I just kind of feel like up until this point, they're really not spilling any secrets. I do think it was kind of funny, like the guy, Tim, like the title itself says like princesses share secrets or whatnot. So I thought that he was like a character attendant for the princesses, but he's not. Like he was like a greeter at the studios, like in the front. So I don't really know what he has to do with talking about princess secrets. So I was kind of confused where his opinions were within this title, but
here's my theory with that guy. I feel like they threw him in because he makes, if a guy is watching the video, he gives a guy's perspective and a guy won't feel so awkward watching if there's a guy in there. Mm-hmm. That's my thinking. I don't know.
Okay.
Theory.
Love it.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts so far? Is that all that you were?
Well, my thoughts so far too. When I'll be honest, the first time I watched it, I kind of had a hard time going through. Like I have a low attention span to begin with, and I kind of got bored with it. Maybe because they weren't saying anything that I thought was like so secretive, or I can't believe they said that. And I say this with complete humility, but a reason I love our videos, Jennifer, is I feel like. It's like, did you ever meet someone and they start talking about Disney and then you're like, did we just become best friends? Because, once someone's a Disney lover, you could talk to them about anything and everything. So I feel like when we make our videos, it's almost like these are two best friends who are sharing their experiences and everyone else is just sharing in with us. Like they are our friends too. It's all inclusive and we're just chatting about the things we love and that's Disney and our experiences. Where this was more Q&A, like they didn't know what they were going to be asked. So it was kind of informal and it didn't really feel like that maybe you're part of it. So maybe that's just my personal preference. Like I like the way we do videos where it feels like we involve, the people watching, like it's more of a like hang out with us kind of feeling, but I don't know. So I kind of felt it was slow.
And by the way, the next video Rachel and I are going to do is talking about tunnels and backstage, like our experiences backstage. So subscribe to my channel if you want to see that video get uploaded next week, or go, if it's already been filmed and uploaded, go check on my videos. Okay, I'm gonna keep on keeping on with this. How long is this video anyway?
Dressing rooms, dining halls, you have everything. We even have a subway. All of that underground.
The underground tunnels, oh my gosh, that's where the real villains are.
What can guests get for free? If you get a cast member at the right point of the day, you can literally just ask them, can I have a fast pass? And they probably give it to you.
I know sometimes they do this thing where they pick someone and they give them a free night in Cinderella's castle or something like that, or they'll give them like an upgrade.
They'll just give you a fast pass? Where are those cast members?
Where are those cast members exactly? Jennifer, that is my least favorite part of this video, and kind of like the overwhelming theme for me that really disappointed me and upset me very personally. Only because being a guest at Disney and working for Disney, they are the epitome of customer service, and they will do everything to make sure their guest experiences are above and beyond what your expectations are. So to have the attitude to try to get something for free, or if you complain enough, like you can get something for free, just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh, do they talk about that? Because see, I'm just getting started on that part, but later on they're going to talk about that.
But he did just say, like, you can get, the fast passes for free, or you can, excuse me, but they do say a little bit more about that in a minute. But that did really upset me, because I think that at Disney and in life, if there's any type of problem or anything that you need, when you approach that with respect and kindness, they will be more than happy to accommodate you in any way possible. But if you're going at it with the intention to get something for free, I just don't like that at all. And I just feel like, I don't know, it just made me feel sad.
Now, I will say this. Let me just share with you guys. This is my Disney miracle prayer. So my cousin Kimmy had come down from Pennsylvania, and we only had 2 hours in Epcot. It was 7 o'clock. It closes at 9.
Yes.
And like the lines were long. This was back before fast passes existed. All I know is I was like, how am I going to get her on all of these rides and do everything? Test track, all the rides that they had. And so, literally, Rachel, I can't believe I'm forgetting this. Like, I don't always think about this, like, God answering prayers. I prayed. I said, God, please help us get on every ride. May the lines be short. Rachel, I kid you not.
Literally walked on to everything.
Did I tell you this?
No, I'm guessing.
No, the lines were long for everything. Literally out of the darkness comes this person who literally walks up to Kimmy and I. We were alone, just she and I. She was here on work, like doing something. She was staying in SeaWorld, one of the Disney resorts, for like some convention for her job. He comes up to us and he says, I have a pass. My dad is some blah, blah, blah in Disney, like some bigwig. And this pass lets me get on every single ride. Rachel, I'm like crying right now. People, I don't care if you're atheist. This really happened to me.
Oh my goodness.
Literally, we walked on the Spaceship Earth. We went to Soarin'. We walked on that. We walked on Test Track because this kid led us like a tour guide. Led us onto every single ride that we wanted to go to. I think they don't really have that many in the front. Epcot's not like a park of rides.
Right.
But in 2 hours, we did it all. And we left.
That's so amazing. What an incredible story. Praise God. I love it.
And you know what's so trippy about that is, like, there are so many problems that I have had or am having in my life right now, Rachel. Like, serious things that are going on that are life affecting. And I'm like, God, I try to remember that God answers prayers. For me, it's always been the stupid prayers. Like, that's a stupid prayer to me, like, to ask to ride all the rides. Like, I feel like that's unimportant. God shouldn't care. I'm sorry, this is like turning into some kind of preaching. He shouldn't care. But then he cared about that he brought us on every single ride. And it's like something stupid. So I try to remind myself that he's even listening to the important things that really do matter, because he cared enough to care about the stupid thing that didn't matter.
Well, exactly. I feel like that strengthens our faith when little prayers are answered. It just gives us everything we need to believe in the big things. Like, if this little thing can be handled so easily, because it almost seems nearly impossible to get on every single ride in 2 hours, but that was possible for you. So I think it just makes the bigger picture us believe in that.
It did, because this was before Fast Pass. This was several years ago. And so I guess I just thought of that because I was thinking of cast members, like, doing something nice, like, here's a Fast Pass. But he wasn't even a cast member. It was his father who was the cast member, and his dad wasn't anywhere around. But it made me think about, a cast member did help me one time. But no, it wasn't even that. And then I thought about how it was a prayer. And anyway, I digress. Like, let's go back to the Buzzfeed. Sorry, everyone. I thought I would share that incredible Disney miracle.
No, I love that story. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, so God cared about the stupid thing. He'll care about the important thing. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
To a Swede. Those things are so hard to predict. I couldn't tell anyone like how to go about doing it.
I've seen some people give out hats as well, which is really.
I'll be honest, I almost don't want to finish this video. Is it boring?
I mean, honestly, Jennifer, that's how I felt. It took me a while to or just to try to stay with it. And that seems pathetic because it's only 9 minutes. But again, I think I felt like it wasn't interesting for me because everything was so obvious. Like I said, don't go in the summertime, and like the tunnels aren't really something that's secretive. And
I take my Disney knowledge for granted, like a lot.
Right.
I didn't realize like little things like that.
Reminded me that because this is BuzzFeed, that doesn't necessarily mean that like everyone watching is this big Disney fanatic that knows all these things. So maybe a lot of people like found these to be really fascinating, but for me it was just kind of like, and really I absolutely like my favorite part of everything was I think her name is LaDawn, and she's Princess Tiana. I absolutely loved her. I loved her personality. For me, she carried me through it. Like her personality, everything she would say, she was the glue that held it all together for me. But everything, and not to say anything about someone else, but like I said, they're only answering questions that were given to them. They don't know how it's going to be edited or what they're even going to be asked. They were probably just said, hey, we're doing this BuzzFeed video. Would you like to be involved? And it's like, sure. So I'm not saying anything about, anyone else. But yeah, that Princess Tiana, I just loved her personality.
Now, let me have a question here. Are they gonna talk about Disney princess stuff more in this video?
Well, again, it's to continue
or is that
on.
Done? Are they done?
Questions they ask. How should someone approach a Disney princess? And really what they say, and I appreciate it, it's basically like, we're human beings too. And so respect a princess the same way you would respect a person, it's just like, for me, that's very obvious, be yourself when you meet them. I don't know.
Links of videos underneath.
Yeah. But it's just, for me, they didn't really say anything that I don't think a Disney person would already know. Further on, that one guy, Tim, talks about like where him and his friends would go to smoke weed at the parks. And I just thought, I mean, like, really? I don't know. I didn't know if he meant like when he was on set, or that he did that with his friends, or when he came as a guest. But anyway, regardless, I just thought that was kind of inappropriate to talk about where he went to smoke weed while he was a cast member.
I've never been high. I have no desire to get high. No judgment if Rachel, you've secretly heard if anybody has got.
I just know my point. It has nothing to do with that or what you're doing. It just seemed like the title is like princesses telling secrets. It's like, why are we hearing about Tim and his friends smoking weed? I just like made no sense to me, like why he needed to share that. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Like, why would you want to be high at Disney? I don't.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, that's neither here nor there. I just didn't think it was appropriate for the topic of the video. Again, it's like you never know what's going to be in these videos. I don't know if children or like even teenagers or whatnot watch BuzzFeed video. I'm not really sure where their demographic is. So yeah, so my thoughts about the video as a whole, like I mentioned before, Princess Tiana carried it for me. She was the glue that held everything together. If we know who that girl is, if we know who her Instagram is, comment that, because I want to know her. I want to be friends with her. I thought she was just fabulous. But again, the big shadow or the big cloud over the whole 9 minutes for me was where they talked about, and I'm literally quoting, where they said, if you complain to the right person, you can literally get anything for free. And I felt like that was so sad, because that's not how I want people to see Disney. I actually have two stories I want to share very quickly about both sides of that. One, if you have watched our videos before, Jennifer and I, we not only were in Disney Entertainment, but we also worked at Disney Grand Floridian Spa. And Jennifer was an esthetician. I was a massage therapist. And I remember one day I wasn't in my uniform yet, and I was in the guest area and there were two ladies talking, so they didn't know that I worked there, and they were literally talking about what they were going to say to get their massages for free. And they were talking about what they were going to complain about. And my heart was just broken by that, because first of all, the fact that you're already planning what you're going to say to complain, but what people might not realize is that could cost someone their job. You know, if you say the wrong thing, like whatever your story was going to be, you don't know how that person would have been reprimanded or had accountability for that. And it's like, that's someone's job, that's someone's livelihood. You know, is it really worth that to get your massage or your facial for free? And it's like, I'll never forget that. And it just really made me sad.
And some of the massage therapists were single moms with children depending on them. And people are trying to stiff them for tips, even though they had a great service.
Yes.
Or get or complain that could get them fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're relying on that.
So if you're thinking, what can I do to get, you know, my Disney vacation for free? Like, what can I complain about in the room, or my service at dinner? You know, it's just like Disney will do anything, again, to accommodate your needs or your suggestions. But it's like when you have to go and make things up, you don't know whose job is on the line because of your comment. And that just made me feel very sad. But I have a fabulous story that actually happened the last time I was there, when I surprised Jennifer for her birthday. And I feel like cast members are very empowered to create magic, but just for his, I'm going to not say his name or where we were. My sister and I were just getting something quick for lunch. And I think we got coffees and a sandwich, something like that. And because it's Disney, it probably would have been like $35. And so he looked at me and he said, "I really like your shirt." And it said, "Kindness is magic." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. That's so nice." And he goes, "Okay, well, you guys are all set." And I was trying to give him my magic band to pay. And he goes, "No, you guys are all set. Kindness is magic, right?" And my sister and I just look at each other like, wait, what? Like, did that just happen? And I feel like for the rest of my life, I will always remember him, that he just saw something on my shirt and loved the message and wanted to give us our meal for free. And again, that's never happened to me before. It was something so small, but so impactful. And like, that's the Disney magic, you know, like you mentioned with your story with your cousin, it's like those little things that happen that you're like, this is what Disney is all about. And there's little special moments where a cast member can create genuine excitement and magic. That's what it's really all about. So I just wanted to share those two stories of the opposite side of the spectrum as far as getting something for free.
My heart. All right, everyone. Well, we hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to hear more about the tunnels and backstage magic. Rachel and I will be back in a few days on my channel talking about that. So please like this video if you liked it. Share this video if you think someone might find it entertaining. Subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yay. Jennifer, I also wanted to add very quickly in the closing, since I announced that I'm going to be coming in December and obviously we'll see each other, I want to leave the excuse me, I want to leave the comments open if there's anything or suggestions for your viewers that they want to see us talk about, or maybe taking advantage that we'll be together. Is there somewhere where they want to see us go, or something they want to see us do or talk about that won't really work in this Skyping format, and like taking advantage of the fact that we'll be together? So I just wanted to open that up for the comments as well, for ideas and suggestions for us for when I come visit you in December.
I have passes for Epcot after 4 p.m. So maybe we should do like an Epcot something or other, because you and I were together in Epcot performing.
Yeah. Yes, we were. That is where Snow White and Jasmine had their opportunity to work together. Yes.
Comment below,
We love
y'all.
you.
Bye-bye, everyone.